Imagine you got very lucky and woke up one day realizing that you struck a fortune overnight. What would you do? You would have all the money you'd ever need without ever having to think twice when making your next impulsive purchase. Well, this is exactly what happened to this 11-year-old girl. Stick around to the end of the video to see where her fortune is today. Sarah Richter, born in 1902 in the small town of Taft, Oklahoma. The town isn't very notable. It was originally built for African Americans and today is only left with 400 inhabitants. Sarah was an African American girl that spent her childhood living in a modest cabin with her family. She never had any luxuries and spent her early days in relative poverty. At the time, there was an ongoing 1866 treaty that abolished slavery within the tribal lands of America. Due to this treaty, Sarah was granted a parcel of land from the government. But very typically, the land was inferior and was quite barren and rocky, which was unsuitable for farming. The Richter family considered this land to be useless and not worth keeping due to the $30 annual property tax they had to pay on it. Little did they know what fortune this land would bring onto them in the future. The family tried their hand at selling the land away, but were ultimately unsuccessful in doing so. So Sarah's father, Joseph Richter, leased the land to the Devonian Oil Company of Pittsburgh in 1911. 2 years later, the company struck liquid black gold on Sarah's land. The crude oil gusher produced 2,500 barrels a day, which netted Sarah $300 a day. In today's money, adjusted to inflation, it's about $7,000 a day. The family could not believe what happened upon them and understandably celebrated their daughter becoming rich. Sarah was reportedly dubbed the richest black girl in America. Her becoming rich wasn't exactly only fun and good. The news of her becoming rich spread like wildfire across America, and this resulted in Sarah beginning to receive many requests for loans and marriage proposals, even though she still was a preteen. Also, many other people that found oil at the time were found murdered or assassinated in their sleep. Luckily for Sarah, ill fate never struck her and she never was assassinated. So, after becoming rich, what did Sarah Richter decide to do with her newfound fortune? Well, she started throwing lavish entertainment parties and even hosting celebrities such as Duke Ellington and Count Basie. Sarah continued to live a comfortable and happy life and ultimately met her fate in 1967 due to a stroke. And what happened to her money after that? Well, her money was inherited by her family members, but the money later took a hard hit during the Great Depression. But Sarah still had properties in Kansas which still stand to this day. Some speculate that her husband purchased a few dozen gold bars with the money, but this has not been confirmed yet. That wraps up today's video. Talk about a rags to riches story. If you made it this far, subscribe to see more of the elite's luxuries and to support my work. Thank you for watching.